All right, guys, Chris Lee here. I'm getting a chance to sit down with Claudio Castagnoli, somebody I've been a fan of for a while just as a pro wrestling fan and a former wrestler myself. But you're here in Cary, North Carolina for TST, the soccer tournament.
Yes.
And I think it's very interesting to see the different crossovers and having a pro wrestler here for the TST. So I know you grew up in Lucerne, Switzerland. You grew up a fan of soccer or football.
Yeah.
How long did you actually play when you were a kid?
So I played till I was probably about 15 or 16 years old,
Okay.
and then not a lick since. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting.
And then wrestling, I guess, took over after that.
Yeah, I played a little bit of basketball, and then wrestling took over, and then yeah, I've been doing that ever since.
The obvious thing is Wednesday is going to go by and you're not going to take any bumps, but you'll be out here in 90-degree weather and the humidity in North Carolina running around. Are you prepared for that?
I'm very much looking forward to it. I'm not going to say I'm prepared for it. I'm also not going to say I'm not prepared for it. I guess you'll have to watch and see what will happen. But I'm very excited. Football has been a passion of mine for a long time, and to be here with Summer of Soccer is awesome.
I'm sure you had when you play a sport at a certain level, even as a kid, you kind of think, what if I could be a professional? And you're out here with former professionals, right? You got the jersey on and everything. You look the part.
I looked the part. It's called imposter syndrome, and the reason why I stopped is because the reason I stopped playing football when I was a kid is because I figured out I'm just not good enough. So to be here and have the chance, that's why I jumped on it, because it was like, being successful at something else enabled me to do stuff like that and have fun and be, on the same team with, professional players and legends, and it's absolutely amazing. Just to be part of it, and I feel like part of what is so cool about football is it brings people together, as you see, from all walks of life. And to be a part of it, you feel the energy here. Everybody's super excited, no matter what background they have, and it's going to be a lot of fun.
There's also $1 million on the line too.
Let's not forget that. So the other problem is I think I talk to everybody on our team, and no matter where they come from, they're all super competitive, including me. So it's just kind of like, it's all for fun, but you don't even want to win, right?
There's a million. So, you have to leave to go do your other obligations. You have a pretty big job.
I got another job, too.
Pretty high-level job that you have. But if they win the $1 million, how much of that are you trying to get? Like, what is your percentage for showing up?
I guess we'll see. But to me, I'm super happy to be here. To represent Summer of Soccer, it's a great thing. They're going to have friendly matches throughout the U.S. There's going to be one here in Chapel Hill, July 23rd, Man City against Celtic, so that's going to be amazing. So to me, to be asked to come here and be part of it and just let me live my childhood fantasy, it's awesome.
Are you coming back for the Man City game?
Probably. We'll see. The older you get, the more you realize what is really important in life are experiences, right? And the more you go out and live those experiences, the more people you meet, the more fun you have, the happier you are. And I think that's what I want to do more, and this is definitely one of those things. And I had the chance, and you have to jump at it. And if we win the money, that'll just be a nice bonus on top.
It's great to see just the way that this has brought people together, the different style of soccer. And this all started with TBT, the basketball tournament. Now there's TST. Do you think one day there could be TWT with wrestling? We have Forbidden Door coming up pretty soon, right?
We do have Forbidden Door.
And maybe we can expand on this and have an actual festival around it.
You mentioned Forbidden Door is coming at the end of this month already, in Long Island, so it's going to be very exciting. And so I think that's kind of what everything is moving towards, right? It's the crossovers, it's trying to grow awareness by, bringing in different kind of audiences. So who knows? I think it could definitely happen.
Okay, if that does happen, who are some of the few people that you would like to maybe team up with that you've maybe never had a chance? You've wrestled all over the world, so I'm sure you teamed up with a lot of great people, but who's the few people that you haven't had a chance to team up with, be in a ring with, that you love to team up with in a TWT situation?
Oh man, there's a lot of good wrestlers out there. We just went recently, so this is how my mind works. I'll say an answer, and then I walk away, and then I'm like, oh man, I should have said 7 other ones. That's how it works. But what's just recently in my mind is we just went down to Mexico, and it was amazing. And I've been a big fan of Lucha Libre for a long time, and I haven't had that match with Mystico yet, or so that's still one of the things that's on my list to do.
And in wrestling terminology, we know that you're a very good base. We see it on a weekly basis, so we know it'll be a great match. And then just finally, as we're kind of like wrapping this whole thing up, the idea of getting out here with other guys, like you have J.J. Watt, you have Chad Ochocinco, and of course, they're going to bring their football expertise. I mean, if it goes down on the field, you are the Swiss Superman, and you also throw a hell of a European uppercut. Are we going to possibly see that here out on the field?
I would just say flat out no, because there's certain things that belong in a ring, and there's certain things belong on a football pitch, and that this certainly does not. But I think what I've been trying to do, and what I've been trying to show people is that wrestlers are not just one-dimensional guys that just yell and scream and beat each other up. They can do different things. They can sit there and talk to you. They can play different sports and have fun. And to me, this is just like bringing a new audience. Showing them, hey, this is something else fun that we can do. So doesn't mean I'm less competitive. Doesn't mean that I can't tackle somebody. But let's stay away from the uppercuts.
Well, check him out. He won't be on the AEW Dynamite this week because he'll be here at TST, but AEW Dynamite Wednesdays, TBS, 8 o'clock.
8 o'clock, yeah.
TNT Collision on Saturday nights.
8 o'clock, yeah. I'll be there, yeah.
And then also Rampage on, 10 o'clock on Friday nights.
10 o'clock, yes. And then we also have to mention summerofsoccer.com. We can get tickets for Chapel Hill for Man City against Celtic.
If we see you out here for that, then I might have to see how long I could last in like a blow-up drill with you in a ring. I just want to see just how long you can run the ropes without stopping. And I know that for me, it's probably going to be a minute and I'm done. You probably can go a lot longer than me. We can do that?
We'll find out.
Claudio, thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
Yes,
Appreciate
sir.
it.